In this tutorial we're going to look at creating a Lego part that is or 2 pins wide and multiple pins long. Again, the difference between thickness is either 10 millimeters or 10 divided by 3 for your thickness. The bottom detail is what's new here. We have to create an area that a pin, again a diameter of 5, would snap in here. And it has to snap in at each one of these points. So in this one we're going to be really concentrating on creating this bottom detail. So again, parts are in metric. I would sketch in the top plane. Sketch a rectangle. This time being 2 pins long, or 2 pins wide, our overall width is 16. Based on the number of pins long it is, we're going to multiply that. I'm going to do one that's 6 pins long in this case. So 6 times 8 to get my overall length of 48. Then I'm going to extrude this. I'm going to make a thin one this time, which is 10 divided by 3 for the thickness. We're going to put the pins on the top. I would construct one circle, and with 2 pins wide it's typically easier just to sketch your other circle on here instead of running linear pattern twice. 4 in from the side, 4 in from the top, 4 in from the side, 4 in from the bottom, and they both have a diameter of 5. This time when we run linear sketch pattern, we're going to select both circles. Spacing from center to center is 8, and we want 6 pins. So now we've sketched all the pins on, we are going to extrude them. The pins have a height of 1.5 millimeters. We're going to shell the bottom. By selecting the bottom surface, we're going to create a shell thickness of 1.5 millimeters.
Good morning and happy Saturday.
So now that we've shelled the bottom, we need to create that bottom detail. By selecting the bottom, one feature I like to create is a line that goes diagonally from one of the pins on the top to one of the pins on the bottom. This is mostly driven dimensions. If we had a pin in here that was 5 millimeters in diameter, and it should snap to the side of your shell thickness, by using this midpoint we can snap this outside diameter circle. If you take a look at the diameter of this circle, the radius of the circle, it goes past 8 decimal places and it keeps on going. But this is a driven dimension. It's driven off of this diameter of 5. We also have to have the ability to put a pin inside of here. So this diameter is going to be 5. We're going to use linear pattern. We want the small arc, we want the outside arc. Again, our spacing is 8, and since we have 6 pins on the top, we want to include 5 of these details on the bottom. So I'm going to check this off, and I'm going to extrude this. By selecting each one of these rings, I'm going to extrude them. And again, how far do you want to extrude them? I would use up to surface and selecting this bottom edge, and we're going to check that off. So we created that bottom detail in these parts. Again, we need to change our material and change the color as needed.